Rassemblement National, National
This is
Rally.
Hungary.
Macron is the perfect target for them. Le Pen and
like
top
Detroit,
candidate
the
Bardella
company
make a commitment to the
left
party's grassroots.
the neighborhoods for more profit.
It's about beating Macron.
That's what many people in Denain think too. It was once a prosperous steel and mining town, but that's now history. The poverty rate here is more than 40%. Joseph Sauvage owns one of the bars that hasn't had to close. His regular customers keep him afloat. They eat dinner together once a month and recall better times.
So, in the 80s and 90s, they tore this place down. All these buildings. We're right here. All that here was Usinor. The company, the sports field, the district, all that belonged to the company.
We were the richest here in the north.
They have experienced a lot of change. First economic, then political.
Just like Detroit,
Denain
Michigan.
used to be communist, then socialist.
This is why we should
But the
give.
left lost a lot of ground and left a gap to be filled by the right-wing
Because
populists.
of competition and
In the
capitalism.
presidential
Help your
election,
neighbor.
a large proportion did not vote at all. Of the rest, 57% voted for Le Pen. Joseph openly says he supports her.
This is discontent.
If you gave them a little more money, they'd go to a restaurant. They'd boost the economy and have a good time.
People can't live on 800 and 900 euro. The same goes for pensioners. We've been demanding purchasing power for 20 weeks. But Macron's gone deaf. He's not listening.
Macron's opponent, Le Pen, wants to capitalize on this discontent.
Some
The
are against
manifesto preaches economic patriotism,
immigration
French goods, French workers, France first. And
in their
leading
country
candidate Jordan
because they're
Bardella
unstable.
demands that migrants should take a back seat.
and some do want immigration.
I prefer to choose with the means of the state, which are becoming more and more limited, to help our poor, our unemployed, and our pensioners. It's common sense.
So do you take care of home
But
first?
Macron is fighting back. He wanted to reform France and remake the EU and present himself as a counterpoint to Le Pen and Salvini.
We live in a world of migration. I don't believe in walls.
Back in Lille, citizens meeting without all the presidential razzmatazz are still discussing the same issues: ecology, democracy, taxes.
Macron is often accused of being a president of the big cities. Giving people a voice at the local level is important.
Everyone has something to discuss here. But one issue still seems to dominate: Emmanuel Macron, seen by his critics as the president of the rich since the abolition of the wealth tax.
Some may think the abolition of the wealth tax is good, others don't. But maybe a higher tax should be levied on luxury goods.
The problem is that we tax very little of the assets that consist of enormous blocks of stocks. So people constantly make up to 10% return in share trading.
Macron, they say later, now has to prove that he has got the message. His town hall dialogues have raised expectations, and now he is making concessions to the Yellow Vests.
I want to provide relief for people who work and significantly reduce
Same
income
problems
taxes.
in America.
We need to see how we finance this.
So capitalism is not there in the
Macron's
hands of
offer
sinners.
might have brought him a little breathing space, but many think that's still too little.
So what are we going to do as believers? What are we going to do about any of this? There'll be lack. There'll be poor among us. I recommend Deuteronomy 14, 15, Deuteronomy 26, Malachi 3, 10, and 11, 2 Corinthians 8 and 9. We just give to those that have necessities, especially in the households of faith. And as many stranger, widow, and fatherless people, we can minister to them. That would be my suggestion. This is a worldwide thing. Same thing happened in Detroit. The companies left
People
the
in
people
Danang
in
don't
poverty.
feel his policies are aimed at them anyway.
And then we have
A
massive
good
immigration.
35% of the people here are without a job. The right-wing populists have conquered the city.
So there we have it. Jeremiah 23 and Hood.